This video has been created in support of teleportstrength.com. Teleport Strength. Before you know it, you'll be there.
All right, folks, I am late in this week. It is already Thursday and I'm only on day 2. Typically I would be on day 3, so you could say I'm a day behind. Not that big of a deal. We got a heavy 2x2 today, deadlift and bench. It'll be a tempo bench. Those are the primary objectives of today.
We interrupt this video to correct a few things, as when this Day 2 introduction was filmed, the change to the programming was not yet known. Due to fatigued reasons, the programming was changed to Day 2, being as follows. Tempo bench 3 by 1 of 112.5 kilos, banded bench press at 90 kilos for a 3x4. The deadlift session was completed by the time of the change notification and a deadlift PR was achieved. Day 3 and 4 also had weight changes as well, to keep volume consistent without taxing the body and losing rhythm.
What do you have to lose?
All right, so we have reached the end of the week. I got to fit 2 days in one. I'm noticing that I'm making it a habit. I definitely got to try to stop doing that. What causes me to do that is trying to fit in enough days for rest, for fatigue management. I do that because work definitely gets in the way, as it's very physical. I am in the HVAC industry, and that's very unpredictable as to which day will be more physical than the other. So when I have a real physical work day, sometimes when I look at what's on the chart for me to lift, sometimes it's pretty difficult to gauge in that extra heavy weight. Keep in mind, I go to the gym in the morning to stretch. So it's like I'm also waking up really early to be at the gym at 4 a.m. on top of going to the gym in the afternoon after a full day of work. So with all that being said, I miss some days that I don't want to miss due to fatigue management and trying to balance everything out. So with that being said, the goal is to try to find an easier way to balance this out without having to slam in an SBD day. Now, the fact that this is technically a deload week, I'm able to do an SBD today. Now, early in the week, I had the wrong chart and I ended up doing day 2 heavier than it needed to be for the deadlift. And the day 1 actually was heavier than it needed to be as well. However, that's good in my books. I talked with my coach about it. I'll take it as a win. We will move forward. With that being said, let me get into the session. Let's get into it. Let me cut the chit chat. week 5 did not end nowhere near the way that I wanted it to. So I wanted to do an SBD, and unfortunately, I could not do so. My patella tendon on my left knee, it was letting me know that today was not the day. You really got to watch yourself and listen to your body. As much as I wanted to squat, which, that's my favorite lift, as much as I wanted to squat, I wasn't able to. I just got to focus on rest. And I can't take today as a loss. I can't take it too hard. It's to the point where you got to be smart and strategic. You can use nutrition to fuel recovery, and that is a strategy within itself. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focusing on that. Where you heal up, you start a new block. The goal is to be able to go through this block to where we can continue on to where when it comes to the day to compete, where we know that the tendon won't be a problem that day. And when we're pushing through each session and we're not paying attention and we're not nurturing, it gets to the point where it starts to build up and then a disaster can take place. A part of being strong is taking care of the boring things, not just being macho all the time and just letting your ego get the best of you. We got to be smart here. And that's what I want you guys to learn from watching my videos, watching the content. But that'll do it for this week. I greatly appreciate the support. If you are new to the gym, if you're thinking about joining the gym, if you're thinking about starting a fitness journey, visit teleportstrength.com. Get yourself on the right track. We are there to help you. Teleportstrength.com. Before you know it, you'll be there. Peace.
Teleport Strength. Before you know it, you'll be there.
What do you have to lose?